Hello, and this is level 2/free Pilates. Remember, if you are injured, then I would advise not to do this workout. If there's anything that feels uncomfortable at any point, then I would say stop. Please listen in for the alternatives throughout, and we will crack on. So we are going to start with our feet together, and we're just going to turn our feet out like Mary Poppins. So turn them out to the sides. And once you've turned your feet out to sort of like a 5 past 2 and a 5 to 2, then turn your heels out. We've got hip distance. If you need to check at any point, you can do that same exercise again, or you can take your thumb and your little finger, take it over your toes and check that the feet are sitting between those 2 points. The first thing we're going to do is work on tucks. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So all I'm going to do is just begin, so my feet hip distance apart, is just begin to rock my pelvis back and forth. I've got a slight softness in my knees, nice and steady. I'll just turn this microphone on so you can hopefully hear me a little bit better. So I'm just rocking that pelvis, and remember, it is individual, okay? So your movement may be bigger, smaller. Don't worry about it, just go with what feels right. We shouldn't be in any pain or discomfort as we're doing this. Just rocking it back and forth. And then very gently, we're going to rock it and tuck it under. And that becomes our neutral spine position for our workout. Now that may feel different to how you normally have your posture. That's okay. So once we've got that, I want you to take your focus to your breathing. Let us just take our hands onto our rib cage and let us focus on breathing laterally. So we're breathing in through our nose, down to the chest, and then breathing, feeling the ribs expand, and then breathing back out through the nose. So it's in through the nose and out through the nose. Excuse me, it's breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sorry, I went into yoga mode. So breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. And we want to be feeling those ribs expand and contract. Two more. This way, sorry. Sorry. Okay, and then relax. So we're going to be maintaining that breath all the way through. Now we've got our neutral spine position, we've taken from our tucks. Now we need to focus on our pelvic floor. So contracting from the back of the bottom through to the middle, round to the front, and just pulling those three muscles in. So starting at the back, I always think of this as a number 1, think of the middle as number 2, and think of the front as number 3. So it's like a 1, 2, 3. We're contracting that 1, 2, 3. And then we release 3, 2, 1. Contract at the back, into the middle, into the front. Release at the front, release into the middle, release at the back. And continue that contraction of 1, 2, 3, and releasing 3, 2, 1. I want you to do that to get used to how it feels to be activating that pelvic floor. I know sometimes members have said, well, when I contract everything. That's okay. It takes time to be able to become conscious of all those different points where we're using those muscles. So this time let's contract and let's just hold that pelvic floor in place. Now let's take our focus into the navel, into the core, okay? So we are going to begin to draw that belly button in towards the spine as if we are trying to pull the belly button back towards the spine. And what we want is about a 25-30% contraction going on in the tummy, so we can move and we can breathe freely and function, but there is some tension there. So now we've got that, and we've got our neutral stance, and we've got our pelvic floor engaged, and we're breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Let us just do some double chin. So we're just going to squeeze the chin in towards the chest, stretching out along the back of the neck and top of the shoulders, and then release. So squeeze in, and then release. Squeeze in, and then release. Squeeze in, and then release. So 2 more, squeeze in, release. 2 more, squeeze in, and last one, and then release. And then let's just do some cervical rotation. So really nice and easy. We're just moving the head. So I don't know if you're spending, well, I think most of us are spending time at home at the moment, but if you are working at home, you spend a lot of time on the computer or on your mobile or tablet. I feel like I've been looking at mine more. Then it's really good to do cervical rotations because it just really helps with our movement of our neck. And if we're looking down in that kind of sort of dropped neck sort of position, then this is nice to just bring a bit of movement back into the cervical part of the spine. So we're breathing out as we're rotating and breathing in as we come through the center. Last one to the right, last one to the left, and then gently bring it up. And then let's just have some shrugs. So we're rolling it up towards the ears, taking them back and down. So we inhale up, exhale out, inhale up, shoulders up to the ears, draw the shoulder blades back together and down, releasing that breath as you come down. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more, last one. Hands by the side, lateral reach outs. This time we're reaching out to the side. Keep a little bit of softness in the knees. And remember again, if we've got the osteoporosis, we're really keeping this range small. So nice and steady, reaching out. So we're getting some movement laterally on the sides. And you know, it's like a couple of hours since I've had my lunch and yet I can still feel my sandwich and my little bit of soup that I had. So nice and steady. So we're breathing out, breathing in. Last 2. And bring it back. Now we're going to do a rotation with a squat. So we're doubling up here because we're level 2/3. So I'm going to the side again just so you can see what I'm doing. My feet are hip distance apart. What I'm going to do is as I monkey squat, I'm going to rotate, have a little bit of rotation in the body. Head's going to look over. I'm not twisting my neck. It's looking over my shoulder. Come back to the center to the side. So rotate, look over. And I'm breathing in as I come down and I'm exhaling as I come up. And remember to check that your knees are not surpassing your toes. So the knees should never be going over the toes. Nice and steady, using your breath, pushing back, cores engaged, tailbones tucked under. And down and up and down and up. Just keep flowing. We go. For 4, for 3, last 2, last 1, and come up. Feet are still hip distance apart and we're going for that sassy walk. So remember when we're sassy walking, the pelvis can kind of just like go do, 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 side to side, up and down, just as it would normally. So we're just walking as we would, swaying side to side, letting the body shift. Now remember, I have still got a broken toe, so I'm not going to be putting much weight into my right side. So look at what's going on in my left, because the left is the good form. The right's a bit like bleh at the moment still, but the bruising's going down. It's just a light green now, so hopefully it's getting there. So nice and steady, I'm just sassy walking it out, and then I'm going to relax, and I'm just going to inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more, inhale, exhale, last 1, exhale. Hands by my side, come to my hips, bring my feet together, let your hands come across, index fingers want to be meeting in the middle so we know they're level. Remember, we can bring the hands back and shimmy the hips a little bit to adjust. If you know you've got a diagnosis where you've got one hip higher than the other, then I really don't want you to worry about that. Easy peelers, shoulder blades back and down, and all we're going to do is peel the heel off the floor, coming into the toes, okay? So peeling into the ball of the foot and to the toes. I'm just going to come into my big toe on the right side. Otherwise, we're just peeling. And we want to be keeping the hips level. We want to be keeping the shoulders level as we go through. So nice and steady. Controlled. And then very gently can we? Oh, go a little bit quicker. So nice and steady. And as we go quicker, keeping the hips level, keeping the shoulders level. Nice and steady, just for 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Give it a little shake. We've gone through part 1. So I'm going to stop it here, and then there'll be the follow-up for the for the second part. But that is our part 1. So that is where we've just warmed up and mobilized. Well done, everybody. I'm coming back to switch you off.